Hi, welcome back to Joe's Nostalgia Overload, and today I got something special for you. Do you think you've seen all of Saved by the Bell? You've seen Miss Bliss? You've seen the college years? You've seen the TV movies? You saw the actual show? Well, guess what? You got one more left. It's something I stumbled upon one night. You know, it even predates the original show. Yes, essentially a hidden episode. Imagine how shocked I was, somebody who loves Saved by the Bell. This was an episode used to promote NBC's Saturday morning lineup, and it is surreal. Well, unfortunately for us completionists, until somebody uploads the complete copy, we're joined in progress.
Looks like they're late their first morning.
Can't wait to see how Zach deals with the truant officer. That Miss Bagwin makes Freddy Krueger look like the Easter Bunny.
So she's worse than a guy who murdered and raped kids. Man, they got loose background checks at the side.
You guys, I don't think there's a truant officer alive who can outfox Zach Morris.
I don't believe this.
This is basically like if the Wizard of Oz was held in some sort of virtual reality, and then you sprinkled all the Saved by the Bellness into it.
We're here at homeroom at Bayside. Where are you?
Well, we're not in Kansas.
You know, they're being surprisingly calm for two kids who just discovered how to go into another dimension.
Last thing we knew, Screech's shrinking machine backfired on us, and we wound up here.
Well, I guess this is where Zach learned how to freeze time.
A television wavelength? This is unbelievable.
Zach and Screech are trapped in TV waveland, which astonishes poor Kelly. Which, I mean, to be fair, she's not that much smarter than Muffin Sangria.
What do you know about nuclear fission?
Not much. Always end up losing my bait.
So Screech has designed a
really
way
works.
that allows you to be
And if you
transported
can
into
see us,
virtual reality.
we must be caught on a television wavelength.
Screech can basically go from super genius to a guy who thinks Alf's real. You know what? I don't care what you say. Zach deserved a medal for having to deal with Screech. You think he mistreated him? Nah. He led Screech to the good life, or as good a life as a guy like Screech would have gotten.
The what?
Just get to Screech's basement. Look, you can't miss it, okay?
We'll get in trouble if we leave school. Besides, it could be dangerous.
Glad to see she's got her priorities straight.
Hey, you're right. Sounds like a man's job.
Well, since there isn't one there, maybe you better come, Slater.
Oh man, I love this. I love when I'm watching Saved by the Bell, and Slater says something super sexist, and Jesse puts him in his place. Wait a minute.
Hey, I think a girl can do this just as well as a guy.
Okay, come on.
Lisa? And Jesse just accepted it? Alright, this is a weird Saved by the Bell. So of course they need someone to help them get out of the TV. Do you think that happened? Do you think they solved this? Has something in Bayside ever gone that smooth?
No, Lisa, don't!
No, of course not. And at this point, the episode goes completely insane.
Makeup!
Hey, I know that voice.
That's Alf. Come on.
This is where the gang meets Alf.
My worst nightmare has come true.
Found out Alf was a puppet?
He is?
So maybe Screech isn't crazy? Alf is real?
Alf, it's so great to meet you.
All right.
I never miss your shows on Saturday morning.
Hey there, a few of my adoring fans. Don't they have locks on stage doors anymore?
I don't know you, but I'm sure you're a jerk.
Somewhere in my wildest dreams, I said, hey, I want Alf to interact with Zach Morris. At least I assume I said that. That sounds like something I'd want.
Help us. We're a little lost.
Well, you're in television land, kid. Saturday morning land on NBC to be exact.
Okay, so Alf can't be bothered to give them directions or help them out at all, but he will let them watch a trailer to one of his 2 cartoons?
And my new Alf tales this season are gonna knock your socks off.
I can't wait.
Why wait? Roll them.
Man, Alf is going full Billy Mays on them. Imagine if you were trying to get help and you called 911, and before you could even get through to anybody, the operator wanted you to watch his YouTube channel.
Mork, Sabrina, Tootie, and me. When the sun goes down on the hub, it's a whole new world. Oh, my cell phone. I can't get it to play any music.
I mean, this whole casting's been blown all out of proportion. Alf.
Using 10-10-220, now that's smart. Brother. Obviously from another mother.
That leads us to some commercials.
When some people get their pictures back, they've just got to look at them right away.
For what? Evidence?
Oh, I thought you were gone.
Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. When we return to the action, Alf and Screech are having a meeting of the minds.
And then my dumb cat Rover bumped the machine, and whammo, we end up here.
Like I always say, the only thing a cat's good for is lunch.
Alf tells them that they gotta go see the master programmer.
The master programmer?
Is there an echo in here?
My favorite part is the gang having to pity laugh Alf's Dan Quayle jokes because, well, they don't look like they were up on current events.
Yeah, but he keeps to himself. The only guy you see less of is Dan Quayle.
Well, then we'll never get out of here.
Cheer up, Lisa. I could keep you guys entertained all season with my adventures on Melmac.
But Alf, where do we find him?
Just follow the Circuit Path Road.
Follow the Circuit Path Road.
Hey, Alf, you know that episode where Gordon Shumway takes a bazooka and...
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, the gang has to go down the technicolored yellow brick road, and, well, they run into the Flash.
Who are you?
I'm Flash. I'm the circus.
No, not that
What show
Flash.
are you with? Hey, I'm busy. I don't have a moment to spare, so don't give me any static now. Don't give me any static. What show are you with?
We're not with any show. We're here by mistake.
Well, so are half the shows on television.
Or, as we Say by the Bell fans would later know him, Mr. Testaverde.
First of which was the proclamation of 1763 forbidding settlement on all lands west of the Appalachians, followed by the Quartering Act of 1765 forcing colonists to house and beat the British troops.
And even Testaverde can't pass Testaverde's midterm.
Testaverde couldn't ace Testaverde's midterm.
Back at Bayside, this truancy officer decides to threaten Jesse and Kelly if the rest of the gang doesn't show up to class.
Good morning, Miss Bagway.
Not so good for your missing friends, Kapowski. Playing hooky the first day of the school year? Well, I'm putting Trixie and Fritz, my attack Dobermans, on this case.
Okay, this reality's building is freaking terrifying. Why is Bayside being run like a Nazi prison? I mean, you just gotta love the Big Bopper.
Zach can't come to the phone right now. He's on his way to pick up his season tickets to detention. If you'd like to leave a message, please wait for the beep.
Beep. Did you think this episode was gonna go downhill? Nah, dude. Now the gang gets to talk to the disembodied spirit of Mr. Miyagi.
You are right, Screech-san. It is the most powerful energy field. The missing shrine from my home run.
Hey, that's Mr. Miyagi from The Karate Kid.
Right again.
Do you think Mr. Miyagi has anything really deep to say to the gang?
Join Daniel, Taki, and me when our new Karate Kid adventures begin this Saturday.
Nah, Miyagi's in full plug mode. Got to get paycheck, Daniel-san.
Hey, Mr. Miyagi, can you help us find our way back to school?
You are following the right path, my young friend. Continue your journey, and your efforts will be rewarded.
Well, the gang has to continue on, where they end up in Smurf Village.
There's only one place this could be.
Munchkin Land?
No, silly, Smurf Village.
Hey, she's right. Look over there.
Expect some big surprises this season.
Did I die? Like, is this real?
I just love the Smurfs. I could live here forever.
I think I'm having a stroke.
Oh, hi, campers. How you doing?
Hey, it's John Candy.
Very good. I just got here myself.
Are they
Just
really
in
meeting
time.
John
We're going to go on a
Candy?
water skiing trip. And then we're going to play a little volleyball and get a corn roast happening, tell some ghost stories.
Right.
But serious question, as someone who's watched every Saved by the Bell ever, why does this have better special effects and guest stars than anything I've ever watched?
You know, John, I'm sure we'd all love to stay, but see, the problem is we're due back in school at any minute.
That's right. Oh, I catch your drift. Sure, work before pleasure. Yeah, but before you go, though, I'd love to show you the fun we're going to have at Camp Candy. It'll just take a minute.
You know, if I was trapped in this virtual reality trying to get to school on time, I wouldn't be so keen to watch everybody's vanity cartoon. Like, I'm surprised RoboCop, Michael Jordan, Mr. T, and Chuck Norris haven't shown up to show their projects off.
Here, would you? No, don't. Oh, that's okay. Don't. That's all right. I got it.
Screech says he'd be glad to go to this camp, but you know what? John Candy declines, making him the smartest person who's ever dealt with Screech.
Well, just point me to my cabin. I'm ready.
I don't know. Just, I think your friends are right. Maybe you guys should head back to school.
It just wouldn't end well. It just wouldn't. So after meeting the Polka King of the Midwest, Tin Screech, Dorsey Slater, Scared Turtle, and the Cowardly Preppy are back off to see the Master Programmer, who, I guess, according to this guy who's big in Sheboygan, we should be totally afraid of.
Yeah. See, he's the only one that can help us find our way out of here.
Yeah, you just, stay on the path, all right? I'm sure you're gonna run into him. Ugh.
Well, the gang runs back into Flash.
But it's also confusing, Flash. I mean, there's so many choices.
Well, just think of the things you'd love to see on Saturday morning. Use your imagination. Think.
And Flash says, hey, Screech, what do you want to see as a TV show? And since Screech now has control of what's on NBC, he also doesn't pick up the unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. He basically wants to live on a gigantic NES controller, and he's responsible for Captain N, apparently.
But I was thinking more on the lines of a fantastic computer game full of adventure.
Good thinking, Screech. The excitement starts this Saturday in Captain N, the Game Master.
Blame Screech for Captain N.
And visit Congoland.
Congoland? But that's the home of Donkey Kong!
And tell me that isn't selling you on the show.
Hey, you and Lisa stranded on Gilligan's Island forever, huh?
Yeah, Screech is basically Gilligan. I've always said it. And back at Bayside, the do-nothing gang of Kelly and Jesse are watching the gang try to make their way back to reality.
Time's running out, you guys. Bagwin's on the warpath.
Of course, they're more concerned that their friends might miss school, as opposed to being trapped in another dimension forever.
Hey, no sweat, Kelly, my dear. Zach Morris has the situation well under control.
Man, Kelly's got her priorities in check. What other wisdom does Kelly have for us?
I love the Chipmunks, and their music's terrific.
What on earth was that?
The Chipmunks, teaching music appreciation.
Well, I don't appreciate it. Whatever happened to Lawrence Welk?
All right, for people under 50, the Lawrence Welk Show ran from 1951 to 1982 by a big band leader named Lawrence Welk. It was a variety show. Now, for you people under 30, Alvin and the Chipmunks was a cartoon in the 50s and in the 80s, before it came back, 2 years ago. Also, the 80s cartoon was my jam. So, Bagdasarian Productions, can you, get out the rest of the episodes? I hate knowing that there are episodes that are considered missing because after a certain syndication package was sent out, you didn't bother to include newer episodes. There's an episode I've never seen that involves gremlins. So, dude, get on it. Well, the gang finally meets the Master Programmer.
Who dares approach the great and powerful Master Programmer?
Lisa, the meek and humble, from Bayside.
And your friends?
Slater. Sir? Zach, your programmership?
And you?
Screech!
I knew that!
It turns out to be Sherman Helmsley.
Don't you just love this getup? Really had you going, didn't I?
Well, we're moving on up to the side, to a deluxe.
It's lonely at the top.
And what the hell is he wearing? And the Master Programmer decides, hey, these kids would make a great show.
See that blank monitor? I'm missing one hit show for Saturday morning.
So what does that got to do with us?
Everything!
What the hell?
You mean you want to use us in a new show?
Why not? You and your other friends from Bayside. The kids will love it.
Did I just watch an origin story for Saved by the Bell?
Who can resist those fresh young faces? I'll call it Saved by the Bell.
Well, why did you name the show Saved by the Bell?
Yeah.
You'll find out.
Oh my god, this explains everything ever. The fact that Zach can freeze time. The fact that they moved from Indiana to California. The fact that, people went missing. That Kelly and Jesse left and then there was suddenly Tori. Explains it all. It was all done by the master programmer to make the show interesting.
So, do we have a deal?
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, you
got
got
a
it.
deal.
Okay, then, back to Bayside you go.
They weren't real. It was all an act. They were actors. They were Zach Morris playing Zach Morris.
That's it. Your friends have blown it. Their history around here.
Saved by the Bell. Eh, Miss Bagwind?
That even explains the show. Saved by the Bell. Because they got by the truancy officer just before the bell hit. That's it. I'm dead. This clearly didn't actually happen. I'm still not even sure this is real. Alf talked to Zach Morris. What? What? Thanks, Alf. You've cracked my brain. You're a damn wrecking ball.
Didn't need to blow the kitchen up. All I ever did was wreck your house.
Maybe in a past life I was a wrecking ball.
You've destroyed any sense of reality that I've ever tried to have. Thanks.